We're here with Barney from Red News outside of Vitality Stadium. Make sure you get the fanzine and support the fanzines as well. Barney, after what has been a very good week, we end it on this disappointing.
That week away from us. We had that week. We could talk. I don't know. We're just where we are. This is what we are, and I think we have to. It's a bit. I keep saying taking our medicine. After days like today, I just think avoid the internet for a week, because everything in this day and age is black and white, and there's no grey, and we are grey at the moment. We don't know exactly how good Ollie is or how bad Ollie is. I think 10 months is too early to judge. I think the 3 signings, like everyone says, have been good. We don't know what we are. I'm not as angry as a lot of people today, because I think the whole season in a microcosm is the last. Not from Liverpool, it's even before that. It is Newcastle, Liverpool, then the wins, then this. And that is going to be the beat to this season.
And we seem to only get up for these big games then?
I don't think it's about getting up. I don't think.
Is it maybe something tactically with Ollie?
So we have to,
do you think Ollie's better suited to tactically being prepared for bigger teams?
I think they changed a tactic today, which was he kept Pereira and James tight with Mark, but it didn't work. And what I would say is Ollie needs to make his changes, and if it's not working, like Matty, you have to bring Matt. I'm not saying Matt is a long-term sake, but for someone who's got that quality and that vision, then you bring him on. You don't make your changes 75 minutes, but I just don't know what we are. I don't think the players know what we are. We showed glimpses. This wasn't.
We started pretty well today. I thought, we've got it.
And maybe I'm trying to find excuses that aren't there, but we haven't got the quality. Going back to what the lad was saying before, we know they should have bought a midfielder. We know, and for me, we drum it in the fanzine. This comes from the top, and if the top is not working properly, then it's going to come down to the bottom. And here we're seeing it. The quality is sides around us are beating us. Bournemouth are ahead of us. They're gloating as they walk past. How do we get to the next level? Then people say sign in January, but what's the quality in January to get there? And is Woodward, you're relying on, if a COE of any company is that incompetent for 6 years, then you replace them, don't you? So,
I'm sure you've read his interview in United with Stan.
He didn't deserve he's asked the questions, the answers. I
was going to say, he seems, for a man that's in control of a huge organisation, massive football club, he seems not willing to take criticism, and that strikes me as someone that's
alluding to as if the 6 years are someone else's responsibility, and we finally got it. Well, why didn't you get it when you replaced Van Gaal? Why didn't you get it when you replaced Jose? It's very easy to say this is the point where we're making this cultural DNA, but I don't give him the trust that he will entrust Ollie to do that, because Ollie thought he was getting a replacement for Lukaku, and it goes back. We're relying on Martial and Rashford to score, say, 40 goals, but then you're still 15 or 20 short from midfield. And if the midfield isn't quality, like there were poor performers today from McTominay, who's had a great week, but you can't keep flogging a dead horse if your 16 or 17 isn't capable of changing it around, if players are tired. So, but it's not, I just don't know what we are. I know we are a 1 step forward, 1 step back. Is the fan base going to accept that? No, because we're going to demand better. We should always demand better. But it doesn't take. We've tried that. Van Gaal said 3 months would take 3 years. We're now 6 years into this. How much longer?
And it doesn't even feel like we are 6 years into it, because every time we do a year, we reset again and a year and reset.
I've got long-standing mates who say it could be 6 years still. How depressing is that?
I think it will definitely be 10 years in total before at least we win another league.
It's fucking horrendous. But unless the structure, the director of football, he disappeared. It was Jose. The briefings were, it was Jose didn't want it. Well, Jose left a year ago. So why?
We heard those briefings again more recently, and then they went.
Yeah, the best thing we do at the club is briefings. There'll
probably be another briefing tomorrow.
Well, yeah, saying something else. So if they don't know, and in Holland, Den Haag, I got speaking to a Dutch scout who said everyone knows in Europe. United are just, the left side doesn't know what the right side's doing. The department's in to argue. You think, if everyone else knows, why can't we see it? So...
Ollie's is fighting a losing battle, isn't he?
Yeah, I don't know. The last week gave hope. You saw something there, and then it's taken away from you. I don't feel as disheartened as I did after West Ham, but because I've just thought this is going to be a shitstorm of a season. Although I always say in the mag and the podcast ourselves, keep your breathing space. And he allocated himself. But we shouldn't be, he can't live week to week. But I think you've got to give him. You can't sack a man. You can't get.
Will he be given the time, or do you
I
think the
don't.
board will get itchy?
Well, this board. Come on.
That says it all.
But keep the faith.
Keep the faith.
Let's see.
You mentioned we're a grey team. The lyrics
Lighten
go,
me up.
it makes us happy when the skies are grey. Will he?
He's a very good player. You know, Maguire. Who? I don't know. I don't think anyone knows. That's the
It's a problem with United.
the huge problem. But unless you have quality on the pitch, no man is going to turn that around. You know, these deep underlying.
There's also managers that will be sitting there thinking, why would I want to take a job there? You obviously have that. You have that whole, I want to make Manchester United great again.
The
But
problem is, it's the quality of the players that you want to bring in. Are they going to look at United and say, this? I want to. Maguire, fair play, said, I want to be here for 5 years. So that's the type of player you want to build around. But it's not a buy British.
Yeah.
Buy quality. Buy the quality that is out there. But to do that, you've got to put the money up front. Did we do that? Well, no, because when we sold Lukaku, not hate that I loathe as I am to use net terms, but we didn't.
we spent about 40 million to be in last season.
And I don't want to be this, how much net and all that. I want to go to football and enjoy myself. I did for 3 games.
Yeah.
You know, and Liverpool was better. So how do we go to Brighton and Sheffield United? I really thought 5 points out of the next 9 as of today. Well, we're struggling for that. So we don't want to be where we were a month ago again. It's just fucking frustrating. But
Keep the
that's
faith and make sure.
Those of us who went in the 80s, you know, we've seen worse, but that shouldn't be the barometer that you want to go back to that. But I hope Ollie's given them a big bollock in here, because that game was immensely, you know,
You say you've seen worse. Sometimes I think it's just,
No,
and I say this having been,
89 was-
I am old myself, but sometimes I think it's just the older generation being like, I hope
No,
them
no.
younger ones get to see how bad
You'd have seen the Dave Sexton finale years, you know. But we won 7 on the trot and sacked him. So, you know, we sometimes, I don't know. But I hope myself, I might be in a minority. Ollie, let's see another year. But him and the players sometimes don't do themselves justice. And his tactical acumen, his game management, his substitutions have to change. But the players have to dig in sometimes.
A lot of question marks.
Okay.
Make sure you check out the fanzine, Red News. Nice one, Barney. Appreciate you, man.